Today marks the 75th anniversary of the deadly attack on Pearl Harbor. More than 2,000 American soldiers and sailors died on that day, which we all know lives in infamy. Today, 94-year-old Alex Horanzi is a former United States Army private who survived that attack on Pearl Harbor and fought to protect our country during World War II, and he joins us now here in New York. Good morning to you, sir, and thank you very much for your service. Tell us about that day. Where were you when they started to bomb Pearl Harbor?
So about 2 o'clock, we went to bed, and we slept. We never got up for breakfast. Then we heard all kind of noises and bombing and shelling. And they were strapping the barracks, and that's what got us up, you know.
Well, if they're shooting at where you're sleeping,
we were sleeping. Adjacent to our barracks is Wheeler Field. It's an open field for the Army Air Force there, you know. They had all their equipment out there, all their aircraft. It's one of the big mistakes they ever made, Washington did, by having not only Wheeler Field, but the rest of the airplanes were out in the open, and once the Japanese seen all these planes, it was like a shooting duck, you know. Yeah. They just damaged they damaged and got rid of about 300 some aircraft. Yeah.
Yeah. It was 75 years ago. You are reciting it as if it happened yesterday. You remember it that well.
Well, you don't forget. But I'm looking at that over there. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what it was. It was like they call that hell on earth. Yeah. The way Pearl Harbor was set, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
One of the Japanese airplanes did crash near you, and where'd you get that flag right there?
Well, what happened, I was in a truck taking supplies up to the North Shore, and I've seen this plane going across Schofield. They started smoke, and they lost track of it. So as I'm going, maybe 20 minutes later, we spotted this airplane in the bushes, you know.
Yeah.
This was a little town outside Waiawa, they called that, you know. And the pilot wasn't in there. I don't know what happened to him, but I just happened to see the flags underneath his seat. And
so you have that from that day. Also, the same day, this was the local paper in Honolulu with the date of December 7th, 1941.
Yeah. Well, you know how we got that? When Pearl Harbor was hit, about a week later, they had all these newspapers laying around and says, get rid of everything because we're packing all your things. So I just grabbed a bunch, I put them in a trunk. I sent my whole trunk home, and believe it or not, I had them papers in the basement for 50 years.
That's right.
I took these papers out in 1995.
No kidding. And now 75 years later, you're showing them on television.
Yeah.
This next one, you couldn't wait for this one. The war was over.
The war's over. Japan surrendered. Yeah, I remember I was home that time. Well, I was still in the service, yeah.
How did you feel when you heard that it was over, finally?
Well, you know, to me, I had a brother killed in Okinawa. I'd enjoy myself. Like I see people enjoying themselves and all that stuff, you know. But to me, I lost a brother.
On the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, you're actually traveling to be there with the other survivors, members of the Pearl Harbor Survivors Association.
Yeah, we'll see what's left of them, though. You know, there's not too much left. We had 176 members in our association, and I'm the only one that's alive. They're all gone.
Yeah. Well, it is an honor, sir, to have you on the program and to hear your story, to remember what happened 75 years ago. Alex Horanzi, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.